This story breaks my heart. A 21-year-old girl by the name of Zainabu Tahiru was brutally murdered in her own house. And when the police came to recover her body, they saw 2 used condoms as well as super glue and an apple. What does this mean? Who killed this girl and why did they do it? Now, this happened in Kokwase in Ghana, and according to the story, Zainabu was a seamstress. She was an apprentice learning how to sew clothes. And one day, she was approached by a young man, 28-year-old Richard Ama, who repairs phone. He's a phone repairer. Richard approached her for a relationship. Richard was like, "Hey, what's up, girl? Can I have your number? Can we go on a date?" And Zainabu is like, "Nah, I'm trying to learn a trade and I want to be focused on this. I don't need this distraction of having a boyfriend." Clearly, Zainabu did not want any relationship with Richard, and she turned him down gracefully and respectfully. But Richard did not want to take no for an answer, and so he went back home to meet his friend, a 24-year-old boy named Isaac Arin, who is a DJ. Richard meets his friend Isaac and tells Isaac of this girl Zainabu, who he has a crush on and has been trying to ask her out, but she keeps saying no. And then Isaac is like, "I know somebody who could give you a charm named for girls." Pretty much, Isaac suggested a native doctor to Richard to go and meet, that this native doctor would help him get touch and follow kind of charm, where they call it for girl in Ghana. Basically, that charm was supposed to help Richard get Zainabu easily, and Richard obliged. Richard went to see that native doctor, and the native doctor gave him the charm. He spent so much money on that charm and was hoping that that charm would work. And so he takes the charm back to Zainabu to see, hopefully, that this charm works. He may have gone to Zainabu's house, or I don't know where he had seen her. But apparently, in his attempt to use the charm on Zainabu, it failed. It did not work. I don't know whether he was to blow a powder and the girl was supposed to dance after him, or the girl was supposed to let him have his way on her. But whatever he tried to do did not work. And Richard was disappointed. And he went back to the native doctor to tell the native doctor that, "See, this for girl Juju that you gave me did not work for this girl. So what are we going to do?" And that was where things started getting gray with this story. Sources then claim that the native doctor was angry that the charm did not work and was sort of telling Richard that, "You did not use it well. You did not do it the way I wanted you to do it. Let's go. Take me to the girl's house and let me show you how to use this Juju." And that was how Richard and the native doctor went to Zainabu's house. Unfortunately, Zainabu lived alone, and it's unclear how they were able to force their way in, but somehow the native doctor and Richard got into that house. And it could be that they tried to use the charm again, but it still did not work. And so somewhere along the line, they both forced themselves on Zainabu. In the process, she was killed. They stole her mobile phone, which they gave to Isaac, and then they stole some other valuables and pretty much left the wraps of protection that they used on this young woman. When Zainabu did not show up for work and her body was later found, the police did not even know what had happened. They only saw the used condoms, a super glue, and an apple, and they noticed that her mobile phone had been stolen. And nobody knew where this would lead to. Nobody had any suspect until they started tracing her mobile phone, which they traced to Isaac Arin. And it was through Isaac that Richard was exposed. And that was how Isaac, Richard, along with the native doctor, were most possibly all arrested. Although we've seen only pictures of Isaac and Irene, the native doctor might be on the run, but there's a chance that he would be caught, or he has already been caught as at the time of making this video. Every one of them who took part in killing this young lady has been arraigned in court, and they will most likely face the full extent of the law, because this is sickening. All because she said no, or because she said she did not want you, or because she said she wanted to take her life seriously, and you went as far as destroying it because what, your Juju did not work? The rate at which people rely and depend on Juju these days is ridiculous. It's almost as if Juju that we have known to be an olden days thing is now getting a comeback. Like Fela trousers, I don't know, an afro, are we coming back to Juju? Shouldn't this be a thing of the past? It's ridiculous, honestly. But you guys let me know what you think.